Hey, it's Steph. I'm going to be doing your collective reading for the day. This is a general reading, not a personal reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. However, I do believe if you were guided or if you came across this video that there is a message for you, but please use your own discernment when picking and choosing what is applicable for your own situation. So today I'll be pulling a few cards to read into the energy surrounding the collective. Then I will look into the challenges or what we might be facing due to those energies, and then messages from Spirit to navigate forward. So I'll pull a few cards first and then we'll go deeper. So let's try. So Spirit, what are the current energies surrounding the collective today? What are the current energies today? Okay, so we have got the Death card. Strength in reverse. And pull one more card. One more card with current energies. So I had the Chariot in reverse as well popping up. So I feel like there is a bit of stagnation today in the energy. I feel like whoever's watching this, you might feel a little bit stagnant, feeling like things are moving slowly, not feeling too confident. Yeah, I feel like there's been an end of a situation, or there's been an end of a state of mind, because these are all the major arcanas. I feel like there's been an end of a version of you, an end of a situation, but I feel like this is more an end of a state of mind, an end of something that you believed in, an end of yourself. I feel like yeah, I feel like you're parting ways with an older version of yourself. Maybe a belief system that you had, or a way of thinking. Yeah, but because there is this death of you, or a part of you, I feel like it's departing. Because it's departing, I feel like you feel like you're losing a part of yourself, you're losing a bit of your identity. It's causing a little bit of confusion. So yeah, I mean, with that confusion, I feel like maybe you're not feeling very clear, lack of clarity in regards to how to move forward. You maybe feel like things are have slowed down for you as well. I'll just pull a few more cards. So why have we got the Death for the current energy, please? So I had the, Seven of Swords and the Emperor in reverse flick up. Pull a few more. Why have we got, what is this? Again, 10 of Wands. Why have we got the 7 of Swords? 7 of Cups. So there's a few sevens there. So I feel like, so the Death card, you're realizing, I feel like you're seeing, there's been maybe a bit of a smoke screens, fantastical thinking or beliefs. I think what this death is, the death is a way that you've looked at things, especially with emotions. I feel like you have been in the past, you've had this habit or this tendency to kind of see things how you want to see them, or perceive things how you want them to be perceived. I feel like you've kind of tricked yourself, instead of maybe dealing with things or situations, dealing with the pain or the uncomfortableness of a situation, you have taken the easy route, which would have been to believe the thing that suited the situation, not necessarily that not necessarily being the truth. It's kind of been avoiding lessons with the Seven of Swords, denying your own intuition as well, because that's what 7 is. It's growth, intuition, spiritual enlightenment, bridging, it's like the bridge of, knowledge and intuition. So I feel like, you have denied your own intuition with knowledge that wasn't necessarily true. It's the knowledge that you wanted to apply to the situation. You had a tendency, yes, to believe what you wanted to believe rather than seeing the truth. The 10 of Wands as well, because I felt like maybe it was too painful for you. It was a heavy, it was, things being too painful, too hard to work through. So it's not taking, it's not. So now with the end, it's like taking that knowledge and applying it to a new situation. So it's realizing that you've done this for so long. It is painful. It's a lot to carry. It's a lot to work through, but you're working through it. But I think because you've realized that you have maybe manipulated yourself, or realizing that you have made up situations in your head, or that you have believed the unbelievable, it's kind of making you feel not so strong, not really trusting yourself. I feel like there's a little bit of shame as well, because your pride, I think you feel like maybe a little bit embarrassed, seeing the truth of the situation and realizing what you wanted to believe of it. I think it's like, it's like taking a hit at your ego, your pride. There's a little bit of shame in regards to that. So why do we have the Strength in reverse? Tower. Why have I got the Tower? For Knight of Cups. Okay. Misplaced emotions. Maybe that you have been waiting for. It's like you've been waiting to receive love, or fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, or I feel like you've been waiting to receive fulfillment or completion or love or joy from external situations, like situations that have already ended. You haven't stood in your power. You've given your power away to other people, expecting other people to fill your cup for you, other people to bring you love, but not realizing that there was never love in the situation to start with, or it wasn't the kind of love that you needed. The situation has already gone. It was already ended. It was falling apart, but you were still holding on to it. You were still waiting for these situations that were falling apart to bring you something. But they weren't. They were just bringing you disappointment. So why have we got the Chariot in reverse, please? Oops. Chariot in reverse, sorry. Why the Chariot in reverse? Please reverse. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, so they'll, again, it caused an imbalance of your energy. Where you're directing your energy was not a place of balance. It was not the Six of Cups. Yeah, when you're looking back, you've realised in the past that things were never balanced. It was never equal. It was never, you know, it was never moving forward with both people pulling the weight. Like, everything was just on your hands. But maybe you realize you're the person that was doing all the work in the past. I feel like this is not just your personal relationships, maybe with family as well. You've been the one, you've been giving more than you've ever been receiving. You know, you got stuck in situations, or things felt like they were going nowhere because they really were going nowhere, because you didn't realize that you were the only person that was, you know, willing to put their, you know, take a step. You know, you're the only person being vulnerable. You're the only person giving. That all the weight was on you. So that's what I've got for the energy at the moment. I feel like that's kind of the collective. Might be in a stage of awakening, of self-realization, of realizing, you know, that the part of you that gave too much and expected things from places and people and situations that could never give, that part of you is it's, you know, it's evaporating. It's disintegrating. It's, that part of you no longer stands. You're starting to realize that that has been a pattern of yours in the past. So what is the challenge with this? So we've got, again, Seven of Pentacles. What is the challenge? How is this currently challenging the collective at the moment? How is this energy currently challenging? How is this energy currently affecting the collective at the moment? How is this energy challenging the collective at the moment? Page of Wands. Oops. Yep, okay. So we've got the Seven, Four of Pentacles, I'll pick one more. How is this energy challenging the collective at the moment? Okay, I'll take all of these. So how this energy is affecting you, how is this energy challenging your current circumstances, how is it affecting you right now? So the Seven of Pentacles, realizing again that what you have worked so hard at, what you've put all your energy, your time, what you've invested in isn't giving back to you, that you've been holding on to ideas, thinking that they're going to bring you wealth, or thinking that they served you when they really didn't, being too afraid to let go. Not letting things go at all. And this, you know, this way of holding on to things and putting too much time into things that were never going to serve you or not for you, was causing endings to be more painful than what was necessary. It was putting you in a place, it was making endings more painful. So instead of just letting go peacefully, or being able to see that these situations weren't working for you, you held on to them too tightly. So it created really painful endings. The Hangman is that you were keeping yourself stuck in a place of limited perceptions. You weren't able to see past those situations because you were too invested in it. So you were limiting your own beliefs, your own views. You weren't able to see things clearly. But you were the person that was keeping yourself stuck like that. You were looking at everything the wrong way around. That if you had have just hung there honestly, you know, you would have been able to see it clearly. You would have had an awakening moment, but you couldn't get yourself unstuck to be able to have that aha moment. With the Two of Pentacles, I feel like you realizing that you are waiting for someone else, you're waiting for a partnership, or you are relying on somebody else to continue your creative endeavors, to spark your passion. It's like, yeah, you're waiting for somebody else to confirm a choice that you make in regards to, you know, where your life heads, or the path that your life takes. Again, with the Six of Pentacles, realizing, yeah, that things have been unbalanced. You haven't been given, you know, situations weren't being given to fairly. Yeah, so you're really, this is, it's kind of like undeniable. So maybe there was a current situation that really has made this stand out for you. I feel like maybe it's something that you have been waiting for quite a while. It's something that you've held on to for quite a while, something that you've put a lot of energy into. I think this situation has been the catalyst. Yeah, I feel like as things have slowed down, you weren't getting the answers that you wanted, or it wasn't coming into fruition the way that you wanted it to. It wasn't like sounding like a stalemate. It wasn't going anywhere. Like, maybe you felt like it was going places, and then you realized it was just coming back to the same, like, you were back at square one. It's like you're only able to get so far with situations, and they were never able to progress past a certain point. And I think you kind of realizing that you know, you're the one whose life is on hold, while, you know, everyone else in the situation seems to be unaffected, because you're the only one who is really, really invested in it. So what's the advice for the collective moving forward? I've got the King of Cups, but I'll take the cards at 4. What is the advice for the collective moving forward, please, Spirit? What is the advice? So I've had the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. What are Pentacles? Flip up, but I'll take the cards at 4. What is the advice for the collective moving forward? Again, a 7 of Swords. What is the advice? 3 of Swords. What is the advice? What is the advice moving forward? Moving forward. Death. Okay, again, in reverse this time. What is the advice for the collective moving forward? 4 of Wands. What is the advice for the collective moving forward? Oops. The 4 of Swords and the advice. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I feel like the advice moving forward is kind of let go of control. Rest your mind. I feel like what I'm getting is really let go of control. Stop trying to fight a situation. Just let it end naturally. Realize it needs to end. Don't resist it. Because when you let the situation end, there'll be something more fulfilling coming your way. The death of a situation allows you to build on something greater. And I get that with the 2 4s, because the 4 is the number of building foundations, rebuilding. In numerology, it's the builder. So yeah, it's really, don't act, just really sit and reflect peacefully on your thoughts. I'm getting like meditate. Reflect on things honestly without attaching any pain or any emotion. Just really think about things and situations for what they really are from an honest place. Quiet your mind. Don't let your mind be overwhelmed or taken over by intrusive thoughts or ideas or, fantasies. The Wheel of Fortune is, again, just let things be. It's good luck. So things are turning around for you. There is a chance of luck. There's good fortune. It's just having faith. Take a chance. One, the Magician. So just let things. So when things are about to end, just believe that. Take a chance on it. Don't hold on to it. Just let it be, knowing that something good will come from it. I mean, whether it's good or bad, there is something will come from it. It's not going to stay bad forever. There is a good fortune to take from any situation if you are able to alchemize it, if you are able to work with it. You have all the tools to make that situation turn, into whatever you need it to be. It doesn't need to be bad. You can, look at things as from a loving place, with faith, from a place of spirit and hope, and see things as a happy completion, things, balanced, then rather than looking at them as painful endings that lead nowhere, things can really turn around for you. It doesn't have to be bad, and I feel like you're kind of stepping into this place at the moment. So why have we got the Death in reverse? Death in reverse. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe whatever the situation is, it's taken a hit on your fine. Okay, so what I'm getting with the Ace of Pentacles representing the Death in reverse is realizing that death, the end of a situation, is actually the gift of a better beginning, something that's of more value. So the Four of Wands, I got the Four of Wands. The King of Pentacles keeps wanting to come out, but I look for a Wands with us. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Realizing that if you work, you create things yourself. You create. If you get what you put in. That's really what I'm getting. You get what you put in. The worth or the value of a situation is what you put into it. But you can't expect that growth to come from anyone else other than yourself. So you get what you put in, and that's not expecting anyone else to offer anything to the situation. It's just your hard work. You do things for yourself, for growth for yourself, not for other people. Why have we got the Four of Swords, please? Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Justice. Why have we got Justice in reverse? Yeah, don't obsess over situations. Again, Seven of Pentacles. Don't give more value to things than what's necessary. Like when thinking about things, reminiscing on things, don't waste your energy. So stop wasting your energy giving to situations that aren't deserving of your energy, of your effort, of your value. Realize where your value lies. You are creating bad karma for yourself by, undermining your own worth. You know, you're doing a disservice to yourself. So really, when you stop and reflect on things, consider your own worth. Why are you really giving to a situation? What is it you're giving to the situation? What are you expecting out of it? Are you doing this for you, or are you doing it for someone else? Is it coming from an honest place? Is it coming from a place of maybe a bit egotistical? You know, what are you really hoping to get out of a situation? Reflect on that. Not what you want, what you're expecting. Like, what is it that you really want? From an honest place, not thinking about it like it's going to end up that way. Like, think about it. What is it that you really want, and where is it going to lead you? So why have we got the Wheel of Fortune? Fortune. 10 of Cups. And the Sun. It's like when you are able to be honest with yourself, and when you're able to let go of situations, and realize that it's not the end for a bad reason. Like, when you realize that it's just an ongoing cycle, you know, of good luck, like good and bad, you know. It's I also feel like it's when you let go of expectations. When you let go of expectations, when you let go of the idea of how things should be, and you just trust that things will work out the way that they should, given on the energy that you give into the situation, things will work out. It's like you've got the Sun and the 10 of Cups. There is good fortune coming your way, very, very good fortune coming your way. With the acceptance of all of this and realizing things have been unbalanced and it hasn't really been fair for you, and it hasn't gone unnoticed. There is going to be a happy ending for you. There is going to be fulfillment. There is going to be joy. There is going to be complete abundance of every sort. It's your complete desires, your wish fulfillment. I honestly, that's I don't think it gets any better than that. The Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the 10 of Cups. There is something very, very, very good on its way for you, but you have to let the idea of maybe how it's going to happen, or stop giving too much energy into the situation. I feel like once you let go, things will fall into place. And why have we got the Magician? So it feels like, whatever it is, it feels like it's really bad. It feels like the death of you. It feels like a bit of shame and everything. I feel like you've been pushed back into your ego. Maybe you're functioning from a very egotistical place, forgetting your divine guidance, or, you know, maybe you've lost, I don't know, you've fallen into a place of control. Whoa. And it's caused a disillusionment. Oops. Why have we got the 10? Maybe Magician. Hmm. 10 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. Oh, 8 of Cups. So yeah, with the, what I pulled out before, I pulled out the, I can't even remember what it was. I feel like, yeah, once you're able to walk away from a situation to find something better, like, just walk away to find your own cup. Like, you know, when you stop waiting, when you realize that the situation isn't all that you want it to be, when you realize what's missing, and you stop coming from a place of waiting, you know, you've got the power to, I feel like, you know, the Magician, that is the missing cup. You have got the power to create your own destiny. You know, I'm getting like, so where's all the Pentacles? Okay, obviously, so your external reality, your external world is a manifestation of how you're feeling inside. So at the moment, you might be feeling like you've lost faith, you've lost trust, you've become a little bit impatient. You can sense that there is an ending, there is a death of something. It feels like a death of ego. It's like maybe like another dark night of the soul. There's another part of you, another side of you that's needs to die. That sounds really harsh, a bit full-on, like needs to die. But there's like another part of you, I think like ego death. There's another part of your ego, dark night of the soul. There's another part of you that you need to let go. Not as much let go, but integrate. Yeah, there's another part of yourself that you need to integrate into something more serving, something more limitless. Maybe it's a part of you that you felt powerless to. Or there's an area of your life that you don't feel like you have power in, or you don't have strength in. You realize that that's not true. Like, you do actually have strength in that part of your life. But you're not realizing that you actually were the one that held the power or held that strength, or not realizing that was actually a strength of yours, not a weakness. It was actually what was holding you back. And this idea of the belief, or the way that you've thought about it, has actually started to manifest into a current situation of yours at the moment. It doesn't mean the situation is necessarily true. That's just how you're perceiving it. That's how you've manifested it to come along. I feel like if you had to step back, stand back in your own power, rather than giving your power away to the situation, you would see that it isn't as bad as you think it is. And that the bad thing that's actually happening, or the death that's actually happening, or the ending that's actually happening, isn't to the situation that you want, or that I feel like as you apply it, you've been intuitively guided towards the situation. And now the reason that I feel like it was so painful is because you maybe felt like your intuition had been off, or it served you wrong. But no, it hasn't. It's just you got caught up and lost in your own self. And I feel like it's kind of like the final test. Final test, or what was finally needed, so you can integrate this other part of yourself into this higher part of yourself, this more awakened, aware version of you. I feel like you needed to go through this, but it's not the situation that's ending, it's actually a part of you. And I think once you realize that, and you realize that you were right, and you trust yourself coming from a loving place, you will all start working out. You'll see the truth in it. It's actually something really divine and really beautiful. But you have to walk away from this like self-limiting belief where you feel like you don't have enough to offer. Maybe it's like it's like I feel like you're going off to search for another part of yourself, but it's been there the whole time. It's just you've had to transmute or alchemize it into yourself. That's what I'm getting. That took a bit of a different turn. But I'll pull one more final message. Final message for the collective, please. Take the cards off all. Final message to close off. Final message for the collective to close the reading. What's the last message for the collective? What else does the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know? Whoa, too many cards. Whoa! Okay, so apparently you need to know a hell of a lot more. Sorry, I'm not feeling very well, and it's like my head feels like foggy, and it's making everything feel foggy, and I feel like I feel blocked, literally everywhere. What else does it need to know? Oh, please come on, one message. Come on, one message for the collective, please. One more message. There we go. Oh, okay. Lessia of Parvati. There is a gentle way to proceed and obtain. There is a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effect. Tame the wild and frenzied workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual strength. This oracle is a sign of great future happiness. Parvati is the universal mother of her gentle aspect, although, as with all mothers, her fierce side will emerge if it's needed to protect her children. She is beautiful and benevolent and evokes the quality of love, connection, creativity, and devotion to a higher purpose. Yeah, I'll first say that there's a lot there, but again, there is a greater way to deal with it. Like, however you're feeling, there's negative feelings that have arisen from you. Don't act on that initial negative feeling. There's a greater way to deal with it, and I think that's with transmuting love and, connecting back to yourself and, don't let yourself be swept up by the darkness. Shine, 39. Have confidence, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. 23. Fire, stoked inspiration. Passion. I feel like I just have passion. Feel your passion for something. If you've got to trust in the passion, have faith in the passion, lean into it, but from a balanced place. Self-appreciation. Love yourself more. Give yourself as much love as you give to external factors and external forces. When you love yourself more and you appreciate yourself and you have confidence, you realize that you're not the only person doing all the heavy work or the heavy lifting. You don't allow that to happen, and when you don't allow that to happen, you can't hold resentments to it. You have allowed it to happen. You haven't stood in your power. You haven't seen your own worth not to do it. So people have taken advantage of it. Not necessarily because they don't care about you. It's just you have allowed it to happen. Nature, Earth Angel, the nature of you are a giving and beautiful person. Don't let that be taken away from you, but just have more confidence in yourself. Control your power, have control over your power, or discern where you put your power. Don't give your power away. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. If this resonated, let me know, drop a comment. If you want to step into your own power, realize who you are at a soul level, come back to a place of remembrance, jump over to my Facebook. I'm sorry, I really don't feel well. From Darkness into Light, Intuitive Guidance, and send me a message and I can give you the passkey for my course. Anyway, have a lovely day.